All right, Bobcat fans, we are here, opening drive with head coach Josh Strickland. This segment sponsored by our Roof Masters and Bubba's 33 in Longview, Texas. Coach, what's going on, man?
Hey, nothing much, man. Just got off the football field, had a good practice, so I'm doing good.
We're now, man, going into, week 7?
Yeah, week 7.
And
7th game.
It's just amazing how this flies by. Had a tale of two halves Friday night.
Yeah, it was for sure.
Against Jacksonville. First half didn't go kind of the way we had hoped it to go. Second half went well. Tell me a little bit about that. What happened during halftime to change that around?
In the first half, offensively, I think we moved the ball past the 50 in our first 2 drives, and then, we had a couple penalties that put us behind the chains, and it's hard to overcome some of that sometimes. And defensively, I didn't think that we were getting enough hats to the football like we had been. And so it wasn't like they were just gashing us, but whenever you're in 2nd and 4 on defense, that's not any fun. And when you're in 1st and, or 2nd and long on offense, it's not very fun. So our first down was that kind of the key. But really at halftime, there was no panic. It was really, I started watching – we have a big new line in there now, so I started watching the first half, and I was going over the offensive stuff, and I was like, all right, bad technique. We busted. Misalignment. Like I said, usually we get all those things done, and then I just go in there and talk to the guys. It's like, bring the whole offense in here now. So they come in there, and it really wasn't much about them. It was really just about us, and for us to settle down and, don't hit the panic button. If we'll take care of ourselves, we'll be just fine, and you couldn't ask for a better start than –
I was going to say
a defensive touchdown the first play of the second half, and because I know their message as a coach, I know what their message was. We got the lead. Let's get the ball. Let's go make it a 2-possession game. And next thing you know, after one play, instead of them being up 2 possessions, we're up a possession. So that was a big swing in the game. And
I did notice at halftime, seemed like both teams kind of took longer took your time getting back out to the field. Obviously, whatever your insight to it, paid off.
Yeah, I don't ever, that clock's never right for halftime. So I have a spy out there to see how long the halftimes are actually going to be, and they kind of let me know when each band is off, and I kind of gauge it from that because, anywhere we go, it doesn't matter in high school football now. They put 28 minutes on there. We know that's not going to be right.
No.
So, which is good. I'm glad that all of our organizations get to do what they do, and I think that's what makes Friday night special.
You got this week, I believe, is it NAC this week?
Nacogdoches in Nacogdoches. And
tell me what what kind of challenges they provide.
They're 3-2 on the year. They provide a challenge because, man, they are, defensively, they're big inside. Their defensive tackles. I think their secondary is very, very athletic. They don't give up a whole lot of big plays. And so it's going to be one of those deals where as an offense we have to, grind out possessions. And, we're very capable of that, kind of really how we're built, most of the time. And then, man, offensively they got a quarterback that can roll. He's 45% of passing on the year. I think he has like 87 attempts, like 14-point-something yards per attempt, but his legs, man, we got to be able to stop their quarterback running the football. And he against Jacksonville, they got empty on their own 1-yard line, ran quarterback trap, and he went 99 yards. So
really?
Yeah, he can roll. So we got to contain their quarterback.
Yeah, we'll put you on the spot real quick, Coach.
Yeah.
This year, man, what's been a little bit of the biggest surprise to you this year about your football team?
Man, I don't know if anything surprises me, but the thing I'm most proud of is just how resilient they've been throughout the year. I knew this team would be that way through off-season with the way they work and the way they get after it and the way they play for each other. And so, I wouldn't say really surprised, but them being resilient and playing for 4 quarters every single game, I'm really, really proud of that. That when you play the Bobcats, you better play us for 4 quarters because, we've been down. We've taken the lead. We've been down 20 once this year, taking the lead twice. We're never out of it. Take away a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we're gonna fight you for 4 quarters. And that's kind of our mentality, and that's how we have to be built here in Hallsville. So it's fun to watch these guys play.
The old Josh Strickland that I knew, cared about what he looked like on a Friday night. You know,
I got players in here, man.
Do you have preferences? I know this sounds crazy on uniform, home, away, any of that stuff. Is
Listen,
it different now that you're coaching?
Coach Bailey comes up to me. He goes, "What do you think about this?" I said, "Do it." Like, all I care about is getting in what formation and what plays, and that's executing. I don't care if we have pink uniforms. Like, I don't care as long as we're playing good. And as far as the guys and what they wear, as long as they don't get too crazy, like, look good, feel good, play good, in my opinion. So,
hey, I like it.
We've heard that plenty of times around here. That's for sure.
I looked out the other day.
The purples look good the other night.
That's what I was going to say. I've always been kind of that all white kind, but the purple looked good the other night.
The purple and purple look great. And I noticed that when I came out, I was like, man, this purple and purple looks really, really good. So, yeah, I like it.
Rest of the year, I mean, I know the goal is always to make playoffs.
Yeah.
You know, from, I guess, a game-to-game situation, what's your team got to do to achieve that goal?
We got to be 1-0 this week, and we have our bye week next week. It'd be nothing better to, win this and be 2-1 in district going into not only our fall break, but bye week. Thank goodness we drew that number during realignment that we don't have a game on our fall break. To be able to come up here and have some some morning practice next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday that are spirited, everybody's in a good mood. That's kind of the goal. And we, Nacogdoches is next up on the schedule. And, if we can win this, we put ourselves in really, really good position for the Texas High School playoffs. So it's all about Friday night this week, nothing else. So
how does the fall break really help there on your bye week like that? Are you still limited to the same practices, or you have a little more leeway there?
We have free. We always on our bye week, no matter what, we always do long weekend after the game. We do a long weekend before the next week. So I've always been a practice, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday kind of guy on our bye week anyway. The fact that we're off just means early practice in the morning, give them the afternoon off to rest, and that really won't change. The good thing about not having a game is on game weeks I like to be in a routine, and so fall break games. Even though we're 2-1 in fall break since I've been here, but man, those things drive a coach crazy.
I could see the routine not being there.
Yeah, I mean, because now and it's transportation from guys that don't drive, and there's just a whole lot of moving parts to that thing that sometimes are out of some of our guys' control, and I like them to be in first period when they're supposed to be in first period and get down to athletics and go from there.
Well, Coach, good luck to you, man. I know we're going to be there. A guy's going to have to walk the stadium there at NAC. They don't have that elevator going up to the press box, so
perfect.
It's going to be interesting.
Put a Fitbit on him.
Hey, fans at home, opening drive, Coach Strickland. We'll see y'all next time.